and welcome to the eFresh.com Meat, Poultry and Egg News. My name is Kim and these are this week's headlines. Greenpeace condemns Brazilian beef trade. WHO lifts age limit on beef trade. Argentina forced to import beef. The EU beef pact is a step forward. Philippines to raise egg consumption. Consumers around the world are unwittingly fueling the destruction of the Amazon forest by buying Brazilian beef products linked to illegal deforestation, the environment group Greenpeace said. In a report titled "Slaughtering the Amazon," the group also accused the Brazilian government, which has pledged to cut deforestation by half in 10 years, of being complicit in the destruction because of its hefty funding of the beef industry. The report presented a satellite analysis and said it showed that meat exported by Brazil's big meat packers to make everything from Italian shoes and U.S. dog chews to United Kingdom ready-to-eat meals often comes from ranches with illegal deforestation. The major meat packers such as JBS, Marfrig, and Burton ship the beef or hides thousands of miles south for further processing before exporting. The World Health Organization for Animal Health adopted a resolution lifting cattle age limits for beef exports and imports with regard to mad cow disease, a move likely to strengthen U.S. pressure on Japan to import beef from older cattle. Under standards set by the global livestock industry watchdog, known by its French acronym OIE, beef exports and imports had been limited to boneless meat from cattle younger than 30 months old. The resolution, adopted at an OIE general session, lifted the restriction, paving the way for exports and imports of boneless beef from cattle of all ages. Japan has limited U.S. beef imports to cattle aged 20 months or younger and opposed the lifting of the age limit. With the adoption of the resolution, the United States is expected to strengthen its pressure on Japan to open its market more to U.S. beef. Just 35 years ago, Argentina was the world's biggest exporter of beef. Today, it exports almost no beef, and for the first time in history, the country may have to import up to 1 million tons of beef next year. The country was built on the beef trade, and Argentines still eat far more beef than anyone else, almost 80 kilograms per person per year. But government policies have hampered beef exports. Also, the lure of soy and other grains that until recently were extremely valuable convinced many longtime cattle ranchers to switch to grains. Argentina is expected to import about 1 million tons next year, probably from neighboring Uruguay, which still has a healthy beef industry. U.S. Trade Representative Ron Kirk said that an interim beef agreement signed by the United States and European Union earlier this month gives the United States a chance at resolving the underlying issue of the EU's ban on beef treated with growth hormones and its prohibition on using antimicrobial washes as pathogen reduction treatments. If it fails to do so, the U.S. can always challenge the EU's rules in the World Trade Organization, which obligates members to base standards on science. Kirk signaled that he considers the EU ban without merit when he said the EU is one of the few trading partners to impose it on beef that is perfectly safe to eat. Poultry farmers in the Philippines want to increase per capita egg consumption and promote the industry by engaging in a marketing campaign. The country's per capita egg consumption of 94 is much lower compared to 145 in Thailand and 305 in Malaysia, and even the U.S. with a per capita egg consumption of 257. The Egg Board, an umbrella association of poultry stakeholders, is planning to collect 5 to 10 centavos for every layer sold to local farmers to fund an egg promotions campaign. At 5 centavos per layer sold to farmers, the Egg Board expects to collect some 5.1 million Philippines pesos. Thank you for watching the eFresh.com Meat, Poultry and Egg News. See you next time.